And when did you find out then that this band had the right chemistry compared to the previous bands?
It was pretty instantaneous.
Yeah, it was pretty much the first, like, I mean, the thing we're talking about is the way this band formed is unique in a way from other bands that we've been in, where you don't form a band, write songs, and then make an album. Mm-hmm. This band made an album, and the band formed as the album was being recorded at the exact same time. So, it's unique in that way, and it's unique because there is a spontaneity on the record that maybe people who don't know this about our band, that maybe they don't know that, but they're hearing it, but they don't know why they're hearing it. The way we play the songs now, after being in the band for 2 years, it's like
totally
so
different.
much different. Maybe not for the audience, not the subtleties are lost maybe, but between us, it's like night and day how we play the songs. You know, it's so much different now than the record. But because when I recorded my bass parts on the record, I had learned them that day, or I written them that day, or the night before. You know, so it's like
because we made this.
Is it good or bad?
It's great.
Oh, it's great.
Well, sometimes you can say when you have you can hear sometimes the anxiety and the fear in the recording.
Well, yeah, no, lots
that was
of people's,
a good thing, you know.
Yeah, and lots of people's, you know, lots of people would be like, "Oh, I wish I could go back and do what I do now on the record," but I don't feel that way at all, because I think that's what I talk about when I say with spontaneity. It's like maybe what I do now is, you know, a little more thought out, but it wouldn't have the spontaneity of those original takes, where I didn't really have a grasp yet on what was going on. I was just going like on instinct.
And stuff like that like has a certain amount more life than something you actually like think through and then practice and then like go into a studio and record in one day. We kind of did it a bit different because, I mean, we really had no expectations for it, and we just started recording it ourselves in our practice space. We had an old 8-track tape machine, and we rented some mics and stuff, and basically just messed around for a couple months until we had, you know, the basis of the album. So it's like, none of it was really done under a lot of pressure. It was more like we were just like, oh, try this out. And then we'd do something, and sometimes it would just be great on the first take, and sometimes we'd be like, well, let's wait till tomorrow and try something different, you know.
But has it changed now?
Has it changed?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, it's changed in the way that we went from being essentially like a studio band to being a live band. And we've been doing that quite a lot, basically been on the road for most of the last 6 months in America and Canada and Europe. And we've played so many shows that like things have come together for us in that more of a band way.
Okay. Like I listened to a couple songs off the record last week for the first time since the record came out a year ago. Yeah. And I couldn't believe that I hadn't heard them in so long. They sound so different to me. I was like, we don't play these songs anything like. I mean, if I was an audience member, I would. Yeah, No Hits.
Okay.
No Hits on the record is like 2 or 3 times as fast as we play it sometimes live, you know, and it's like, in live it seems normal, it feels great, people like it, and people probably don't even realize the difference in speed or tempo or whatever, but for us, when I first heard it again last week, I was like, oh my god, like, we play it so different now, but it feels right. So I mean, it's just 2 different worlds, right? It's all good.
I mean, plus we tend to encourage a lot of like improvising in our sets. We don't really play the songs the same every night. It's like, you know, certain songs just have open-ended sections, and I think we've gotten good at improvising as a group now, and that's one thing that's been really kind of cool about playing live so much.
Yeah.